What's up, guys? It's MamaDeadHead, and I am back with a super special video. So, Clementine Lives. I can't believe we are getting more Clem story today. My heart is so full right now. I'm so happy. Skybound X issue 1 came out today, and as I understand this series, each book, which is like much bigger than a comic. I would say that like this is like the size of issue 193, which is like much bigger than the normal comics that Skybound puts out. This book has multiple stories in it. So this, for example, I think is cover A. This is Rick Grimes with a not lightsaber, and it says featuring new stories from Clementine, Manifest Destiny, and Ultra Mega. So this is what we get this year for Clementine, and then next year there is going to be Skybound Comet, which houses a young adult graphic novels, and the first in a trilogy for Clementine will be releasing. Super exciting. So I'm kind of taking this as an intro for the Clementine trilogy that's going to be coming out next year. So in this video, I'm only going to be going over Clementine. So if you want to see this whole Rick Grimes 2000 business, you're going to have to wait for the next video to come out regarding this. But I wanted to get Clementine's story out as soon as possible because I'm so excited. So I managed to get a few really awesome covers. So these are all the same book, just different variant covers. So there's this one. There is this one by Tilly Walden, who is actually the person writing the novels and the person who wrote this story and did the artwork. And then we have Charlie Adler's cover. So happy that he got to do a Clem. And then I managed to pick up the 1 in 10 variants of Clem. I had the chance to get the other ones, but I just could not afford it. It is a lot of money to just like go to a store and be like, I'm gonna get like 10 million comics at like $5 a piece, or like more in the case of variants, but I got these. There's also an Ultra Mega cover, an Ultra Mega variant, a Rick variant, and then a blank variant. Now that one I do want, and my local comic shop is going to order that for me because they're fantastic and amazing. So I'm only going to be opening one of these. The others I'm just going to like display and keep forever. So guys, it's time. This is the one I'm opening up. This is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. And I keep all my books in bags and boards because I just don't want them to get damaged. So, as I understand this, it's like multiple chapters of each of these different stories. So, I'm not exactly sure what this is going to look like when I open it, and I'm just gonna skip over the Rick part and all the other parts for Clementine right now. So, it looks like it starts off with like Rick and the gang, so okay, yeah, look, Rick Grimes 2000, Chapter 1. The Continuing of Alien Horror. So I'm gonna scroll past this. This is Ultra Mega. This is Manifest Destiny. I'm gonna read all those like on my own time. Okay. Here we are, Clementine Lives. So, this front page, this blue page, says, Clementine Lives. Clementine was first introduced in Telltale's games, The Walking Dead, where she grew over the course of the game's 4 seasons from a scared 8-year-old into a formidable teenager. As a child of the zombie apocalypse, Clementine has always persevered through the darkest of times, and her story is far from over. Yay! This issue marks her first appearance in the comics and sets the stage for the journey ahead. So, Before I jump into this, I just wanted to say that the way that the books have been described worries me a little bit, because it sounds like Clementine is on her own, and I don't know what that means for everyone else, like if the school just like blows up. And then also, we have had many, many years with Clementine, and there's a difference between like immersing yourself in a video game and playing it and like being this person and reading a comic. So I'm going into this with an open mind, and I don't want it to be like reliving the first time I played, because reliving the first time you see or do something, it's not going to happen. It's just simply not going to happen. You can't go back, like I can't go back and see, oh my god, hi, from Princess in the TV show for the first time ever again. Get that same feeling of like, my heart. So, this first page does not have any words other than the creak of her wooden leg, which is so cute. It appears that we are at the Erickson school still, and she is sleeping, and I think that's AJ in the other bed, but I can't really tell. So she is getting out of bed, she has a backpack on, and she is leaving. There's our beautiful Clem. She is shutting the door to the school. There's a walker on a little stake. It looks like she has gone to another cabin. Possibly that cabin from the game, maybe a different one. She has her crutches, her wood arm legs, sitting over here, backpack in a chair, and she's rummaging through some stuff. Looks like she found a map, and she hears some rustling outside. She says, I'm a little busy, you know. She kills this walker. She goes back. Okay, so we have a very interested Clem looking at a Appalachian Trail map. Okay. She is putting supplies. Is she like leaving? Where is everyone? She's putting supplies and like the map and everything in her backpack, zipping it up. And then she hears more noises outside, and she says, again, it's too early for this. That's just such a cute picture. I like Tilly's artwork because it's very refreshing. It's not like the stuff that we've seen before. I do genuinely like that. Oh, okay, we have AJ. AJ is alive, I was worried. Says, I knew it. AJ. I knew it. You're leaving. AJ. I'm coming. AJ, go back to the school. You weren't even going to say goodbye? This was going to be a trip, right? Like last time? You were going to come back? This isn't a trip, AJ. Then where are we going? AJ, you can't come with me. Why? No, you said never go alone. I know. You promised. I know I did. I have to break that promise. Why? I've known you since you were born, goofball. I know the story. But you don't know what it means. Before we got here, I've lost track of all the times I nearly lost you. All those close calls, getting you here somewhere safe, it's all I've ever wanted. And now with the coalition, having 2 other settlements around to help? What? Coalition? You can have a real life here with good people. The school isn't a hideout anymore. It's home. Yeah, for both of us. No, baby. It's not for me. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not, what? Happy. Oh, my heart. I can make you happy. Goofball. I love you, but you can't. And then there's a walker right behind her. Like that. Let's see. Bam, okay. Alright, got killed, okay. Where are you going? North. Stashed a car up the road. That was a good shot. Then sniff. You taught me well. Look how big you've gotten. It happened so fast. Just remember to... Clem, I'll be okay. You did good. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And then... AJ running off. And... looks like Clem walking off into like the sunset. And looks like a walker over here. Clementine returns summer of 2022. Okay, about the creator. It says Tilly Walden is a best-selling cartoonist and illustrator from Austin, Texas. She is the creator of 6 graphic novels, including the Eisner Award-winning books Spinning and Are You Listening? She has been awarded an LA Times Book Prize as well as multiple, I don't know how to say that, awards for her work. She graduated from the Center of Cartoon Studios in White River Junction, Vermont, where she now teaches. Oh, that's great. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely looks like a walker right there. Okay. Oh, look, that's so cute. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this says right here. I love this like little artwork they have laid out. Okay. Clementine Lives. Bringing the beloved Clementine into comics for the first time is almost as daunting a task as surviving a horde of walkers. Thankfully, there's no one in comics more fearless than Tilly Walden. We fell in love with Tilly's haunting and emotional work in graphic novels like On a Sunbeam and Spinning. And when we received her initial pitch for Clementine Book 1, we knew it was something special. The short story in this volume serves as the bridge between the Telltale Games series and Clementine Book 1, a brand new graphic novel that takes place in the same world as the game and the Walking Dead comic books. Of course, the branching narrative of the game meant we needed to make some decisions, but our North Star was always to stay true to Clementine's journey while pushing it forward into bold new places. We love Clem as much as you do, and just like Lee, we'll do anything to protect her. My heart. We're also pleased to announce that Clementine Book 1 is the beginning of a trilogy of Clementine original graphic novels, all written and drawn by Tilly Walden. Book 1 will be released June 2022 and officially kicks off our new young adult and middle grade graphic novel imprint, Skybound Comet. Keep an eye out for more Skybound Comet titles and first appearances within the pages of Skybound X. We can't wait to show you what we've got cooking. So to Clementine fans old and new, and Skybound fans old and young, we hope you enjoy our story and all stories to come. Still not bitten. Not even close. Alex Anton, senior editor. Oh, love that. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, just a little. That's what the book is going to look like. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right. Let's talk. Let's talk. I get it. I get where the book description was coming from. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it sounded like Clementine was like forging a path of her own. And I can see this as being potentially problematic to old fans, but I totally understand where Clementine is coming from. So, like, the initial, like, I'm leaving without AJ is, like, a double take. What? Like, why? Why would you ever leave AJ? Like, you've done everything for AJ your whole life. I think that's why. And I don't think it's, like, AJ can never make her happy, like, at all. I'm just thinking of Clementine with the frame of her childhood and like teenage years were completely robbed. Like there's no other way to put it. Like, and it's just like Carl, like we met Carl around the same age. Like I feel like they're around the same age. And she's gone through so much, and she's never been able to be herself or like be a kid or have anything. It's always been like daunting task after daunting task. She loves AJ, and I don't think that she would leave if he wasn't safe. So intrigued by this whole coalition thing. Like, 2 settlements. Where are they? Where are you? You are gonna meet other amazing people with the Walking Dead universe. Like, you've already met Jesus. Come on. Like, we know you're like close. Come on. Like, I would absolutely fall out of my chair if we got a moment. Like, I've said this before. If we got a moment of Clementine and Carl standing at the Rick Grimes statue. Like, can you even imagine? But like going back into Clementine. Clementine, we meet her as this, like they say, like 8-year-old scared little girl. A little girl that lost her parents at such a young age and lost her babysitter like brutally. Like, her house is like covered in blood. Like, she has this cute little like kid backpack. Like, she's so close to my kid's age, I'm like gonna cry. And she just like, she never got to be a kid. She never got to be like happy. She's grew up to this point worrying at every single turn, and she's never been able to have like anything for herself. Like, even, oh jeez, I'm like gonna cry. I love Clementine. Like, even going into like when she first, like, no, let's not even get into AJ yet. Like, her first caregiver that like genuinely cared about her when the apocalypse happened, most people chose to put him out of the misery of being a walker. She like had to kill the first caregiver that she had as a child. Can you like even imagine? And then she had to go through, like, we still don't know where Chris is. I hope that she ends up in the book series. But like, she no doubt feels responsible for Omid. And Krista lost the baby somehow. And then she lost Krista, and she was on her own as a child. Like, I can't even. How did she live? How did this little girl live? And then still, as a young child, like, how old was she? 10 or 11 when she got AJ? As a baby. As a baby, guys. Like, as a baby. And then whatever end you had with Kenny was just, like, heart-wrenchingly awful. You know, like. And then it was push, push, push. I have to get AJ back. AJ's gone. And then she finds AJ, and then the insane stuff that happens at the Erickson school. And like all the stuff she had to go through in between there. And we see such vulnerable things as like her getting her period for the first time. And like, I can't even imagine like not being told about something so personal. And like, the fact that like we got to see that was so real, because we haven't seen that in the rest of the Walking Dead universe like at all. And like, we've seen like literally everything about Clem. We have seen her as a child. We've seen her becoming a woman. We've seen her like taking care of this infant as a child herself. We've seen her have to put an end to people that she's cared about, and she's literally never had a damn thing. Like, she's never had anything. And it's just, it's so unfair to be like, oh, you're 12? Here's a baby, and you're gonna have to make him your priority for the rest of your life, and you don't get an identity. It's just survive, survive, survive. Protect this baby. I mean, obviously, she's a mother. I mean, let's not get this twisted. She is AJ's mom. But like, at what point can she live her own life. And this isn't saying that, like, this is the end, like, we're never gonna see whatever relationship you picked. If, like, that went through, you'll never see AJ again. You'll never. That's obviously something that's, like, to be determined. We have 3 books. But, like, I get it. I honestly can say I get it. She's still a teenager. And even, like, this could just be, like, a phase of, like, what is my life? Because no doubt she has, like, PTSD. I imagine, like, everybody has PTSD and anxiety for everything that they've been through. And it's also something to, like, lose your childhood. Like, those are her formative years of, like, growing into a person. And you're just, like, cycling through parental figures. I don't know, there's just so much. Like, I imagine, like, much like Daniel in Fear, The Walking Dead, everything has slowed down and everything is, like, relatively safe now, it seems. And now it's, like, at the end of the day, when you're going to sleep, who are you? I feel like Clementine's probably just having, like, an existential crisis right now. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her, like, in the slightest. She's made sure that AJ was okay. She trusts him. I don't know what else to say. I just genuinely adore Clementine, and I'm excited to see what Tilly does. And I'm just really happy that I have these. Oh, love it. Okay. Comment down below. I imagine that there's going to be a lot of conflicting opinions on this. Just keep it respectful in the comments, please. Because I would love to discuss with you guys, like, what this means for the future. Like, I'm actually genuinely excited for a book to focus, like, just on Clem. Like, who is Clementine? Who is Clementine? She's a badass. She's a mom. She's a fierce warrior, like, goddess. You know, like, I just want to know. I think that it will be really nice to have this in book form and, like, more focused on Clementine, because we're gonna get to see, like, her genuine thoughts. And it's, like, out of our hands. Like, we don't get to pick it. It's crazy. It's just, it's a crazy thing. And like they said in the back here, they had to make decisions. I'm intrigued on what those decisions will be, because, I mean, in the last season alone, there's a lot. Chris is gone. There's no debate there. Kenny is gone. There is debate there. Is she missing fingers? I don't know if she was missing fingers in that. Clearly her leg is gone. The bottom part. I think that I saw Tilly say at some point that she was a Violet Clementine fan, but I don't know if they are going to go with the narrative of any relationship. I would be intrigued to know about that as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about going forward, what this means, and I can't wait to get my hands on book 1. It's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm so genuinely excited. Like, I'm also so excited for Tilly, because, like, I have to say, like, this art of Clementine is, like, one of my favorite things just ever, to be honest. Like, I think it captures her very well. I like the walker hands reaching for her, like, her, just everything. I like the side profile. It's gorgeous. I think that Tilly's going to do a great job, and I can't wait to see what she does. I know that she's a Clem fan, and I just want to say, like, whether or not you agree, I mean, you can throw any comments my way you want, but don't act crazy because of, like, creative differences that Tilly may have. I'm sure that some people probably wanted just like maybe a cute little story with like Clem and AJ and like him growing up or something, but it looks like this is going to be more Clementine focused. Please don't send any hate to this amazing person, because we are getting a continuation on this story, and I think that that's fantastic. And I think that, I'm just saying, it takes a lot of guts to take on a story like this, because regardless of what you do, it's gonna cause ripples within the fandom, because you can't just like add to any story without getting some kind of like hate or like blowback, especially if it's an important character like Clementine. So Tilly, you're amazing. Thank you for picking up this story. I have full confidence in you. I'm genuinely excited, and I just can't wait. I can't wait. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna like burst with excitement. Okay. Calm down. All right. I love you guys. Can't wait to see what this story holds. I just love Clementine so much. I'm like, I have her hat right there. I have her little figure right there. Disco Broccoli up there. Do I have her over there? I have Disco Broccoli and her hat over there on my little pin board. I don't know if you can really see them. Yeah, Disco Broccoli and her hat. But, oh yeah, look. I also have the box from the Definitive series. I did not actually get it. My local comic shop owner gave it to me. And I have Athena's art in it right now. It's a gigantic box. Oh, it's my supply drop box, but it's like right below that. Ginormous box. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and like I always say, think positive thoughts and some positive vibes. Bye guys.
What's up everybody? Always think positive thoughts and send positive vibes. It's from MamaDeadHead, y'all. And always remember, I know what's happening and I know what's going on. And please, always nurture your inner spirit. Peace.